Alrighty, a little bit of a quick unboxing today. These are two LED ring lights that you would use for video calls. In the modern world, we have discovered that home office lighting is far from ideal, and we're trying to mitigate that with advanced technology. Let's take a look at what these are. These lights were about $15 each, including postage, from AliExpress, which I highly recommend if you want to check out cool tech stuff. They arrived in a pretty crumpled plastic envelope with bubble wrap, but you can see the boxes have taken a pounding. I have no idea if they will function, but we'll find out in a few seconds. Opening up the box, well, what do you know? It's a ring light, and somewhat ironically, the massive dent in the box is in the center, and it missed the light. That bodes well. I'm gonna put that cover over there neatly. Let's have a look at what this little beauty is. Interesting. It's got this matte finish on the ring light itself, which should help with diffusion of the light. Honestly, I didn't really expect that level of quality in such a cheap product. But then again, when you're using something like AliExpress, you're cutting right through all the middlemen. You're just going straight to either the first or second trader, sometimes even the factory itself. I got a juicer literally direct from the factory, and they were able to customize some of the order because of that. Okay, so the basic function of this light is to have different color tones and to have different levels of brightness. I think it's 10 levels of brightness and 3 color tones. So we're looking at cool, neutral, warm, and then not very bright to very bright. For my use case, I have a large desktop computer, so I wanted to mount them onto the screen as opposed to having tripods around it. That's not ideal, but the interesting thing I felt was that there is a variable purpose screw mount. So I can mount them on the screen and at some point change the setup if I want. When I ordered the screen mount product, I found these thrown in additionally to the box. It's a very simple rubber clip arrangement. What is nice, just feeling, oh god, it's stiff. The pressure of the mount is a little bit heavy. I must admit, I'm not super glad about putting that on the edge of my monitor. But then again, you know, it's tight, but I've left it now on my finger for a bit. Am I losing circulation? Maybe a little, but not a lot. There's a little bowl here. Woo! Okay, so I would like to confirm that the plastic feels extremely cheap. This bowl movement it seems unlubricated. It's just steel in cheap plastic, and it's entirely controlled by a screw, which presumably will eat away at it over time. The actual camera mount part here has got some rubber in it, so it's not zero quality. Likewise, I'd like to stress that you probably saw it on the camera, but the clip itself is rubberized on the outside, so you're not getting the metal clamping the screen. The fit, I imagine, will be perfect because we'll look at standardized parts. Yeah, indeed. I mean, it just screws in. There's no problem there at all. Okay, before I turn it on, I'm going to open the second box and see if I have an intact unit. We're going to test both of the units simultaneously. Identical unit. Very interesting here, in my view, is that while the plastic is a little cheap, the production quality looks really high. There are no discernible differences between these units in gaps, structure, fit. For instance, the edge fits are perfect, so that's nice. Each unit has a remote control, which allows you to control that light show. Let's dig this one out. Cable ties, they always confuse me. What do you do with all of these? I throw them all away and I feel like I'm destroying the world. Oh, by the way, my cable management, it's more of a mismanagement situation. Okay, so here's the little remote control. Oh, this is pretty good. Light up, light down, swirly, which I'm guessing is change your lights. All right, we're gonna open the second one too, and plug them both in. Here I'm going to give a plug to Conference Swag. The thing we're using today is a free battery pack from Red Hat. I got at one of the Linux Foundation conferences. Thank you, Red Hat. This one's pretty durable. What did I do? I dropped something on it. It got all messy, so I just washed it under a tap, which is not what you should do, but it's been working fine ever since. Way to go, Chinese manufacturing. Alrighty, let's plug these two things in. By the way, again, we've got the... When it comes to these cables, these are cheap cables. I mean, they feel cheap, but while they're cheap, they don't exactly feel unsubstantial. Alright, we're going to turn on this light first and see what happens. Whoa! That is bright! Okay, let's turn down that brightness. Is it linear or purely tactile? I try to turn down the brightness and nothing's happening. Ooh! Warm mode. This is a mixture of warm and cool, so it's neutral. Why isn't it turning down? Oh my god! This switch, which looks like it's up, is the one that turns the light down. So the lights turn on to full, which no doubt blinded you. And I've turned it down now. Okay, let's count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10 phases. You know, this light is actually really good. I'm sure I blinded you. Sorry about that. But the light is nice. It's got a good toning. It's got good even phase. What they've done here is they've got two rings of LEDs. One is bluish, one is warm tint. And they both run together, so when you have the mixed one, you can actually see strip underneath the lighting. But it's subtle because of the diffuser. Really nice. Okay, let's... Oh boy, oh my god. I gotta press the up button to turn it down. Yeah, really nice. These are surprisingly good. $15 out of the ballpark devices. Nice work. I'm going to put a link to this at the bottom of the video. I highly recommend something like this if your YouTube looks like some kind of horror movie, if your Zoom calls are blanked out and a mess. These things will really work to give you nice light, and most importantly, diffused light, so you won't end up with shiny things and other artifacts. I'm gonna go with nice.
Something's wrong with you, I fear. It's getting harder to please you every year. I don't want to make you blue, but you need a talking to. Like a lot of people I know, is what's wrong with you. After you get what you want, you don't want it. If I gave you the moon, you'd grow tired of it soon. You're like a baby. You want what you want when you want it. But after you are presented with what you want, you're discontented.